So it's been a while. We're back with an interview. It's Tim O'Keefe from
Hey guys,
Texas. How are you, Tim?
I'm hanging in there. How are you?
Yeah, very good. We have a great weather in Sweden, unusually warm. How's weather in Texas?
It's pretty toasty here already too.
Mm.
We just had our first 100-degree day, so a little early. Not excited about that heat.
Yeah,
It's only going to get worse.
yeah. Now we've been in touch for the past few years regarding working with Intertops poker, and you're still involved and going to Vegas soon, don't you?
Yeah. I'm still with them. We've been taking a little bit of a time off from actually playing some live poker, but still involved with Intertops, and we're still doing our Milli Maker tournament coming up here in actually a week or so from today, right? Let's say that we head out the 8th of June.
Okay.
For the Milli Maker. So pretty excited about that one.
Who's
We
coming
got
with
two
you?
qualifiers coming in.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. So two online qualifiers from Intertops, is it?
yeah, just the two this year. That's all. We just had the two last year. Given the chaos that is Vegas, two was enough for me to try try and keep up with. But yeah, just the two guys. So hopefully it'll be a good time and get some deep runs.
Didn't one of the guys last year crash?
Yeah. He actually had a really good run. Barney.
Yeah, Barney.
Yeah, awesome guy. He ended up having a really deep run, and he cashed. I think he cashed for like 2K or something like that. But it was his first real big live tournament like that. You know, he goes to Vegas, pretty often, but he'd never played in a big poker tournament like that. So it was a big step up for him, and he did great. And we had a really good time with it, and got to actually enjoy poker with him for a few days. And I'll tell you, I was more excited on his rail, seeing him go for the, I think it was like almost to the end of day 2. So it was 2 12-hour days of poker for him. That was way too much for most people, but he was definitely pushing his envelope. So for him to go that deep and get a good cash was a great experience.
I think what people should know is not only the tournament, it's the whole experience, the trip,
Oh yeah,
the hotel. I mean, the whole experience, meeting you and enjoying Vegas, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was wild, especially for someone who goes to Vegas, pretty often like he did. For him to not have been involved in any of that WSOP stuff, it was a totally new experience for him. So you could tell he was excited and nervous, and I mean, as anybody would be, obviously. And to be, like I said, be on the rail and actually be on the other side of poker there was actually more exciting for me too, because I was just rooting him on the whole time, and turned out to be a great run. So lots of fun.
Sounds really good. Now, do you know anything about the two qualifiers this year?
One of the players, he's a reg on Intertops, and I play with him, pretty much every other day on there. Seems like a small local guy. Nothing else I'm on there other than chatting in on Intertops. And the other player, I believe he's from Finland.
Okay.
So, and I don't see him on there too much other than the bigger tournaments. I haven't had much contact with him yet, but I'm actually going to be getting in touch with them both this week to try and arrange for our meeting up on next Friday.
Sounds good. I mean, I'm not going this year, unfortunately, to Vegas.
Boo!
Boo! I mean, I've been there. What is it, like 11 times last 10 years, or
Oh my God! Yeah.
I've been
It's
there.
too much.
It's a bit of a shame to leave Sweden the only time of the year when you enjoy it, the weather.
Yeah.
But I guess I maybe come back next year, and maybe I should play that Milli Maker. How many times have you played it?
Last year was the first time we played it.
It's quite a new tournament, right?
Yeah, the Milli Maker is only a few years old now, but it's gained huge popularity just because you put $1 million guarantee for first place, and it brings them all out.
Yeah.
And as far as WSOP goes, the structures are for the Milli Maker is one of the better ones. So
I think it's a what is the buy-in if you want to buy yourself in?
Milli Maker's 1,500, which is still one of the, you say 1,500 like it's a small amount, but yeah, it's still one of the smaller ones for that big of a guarantee for WSOP.
Of course, it's probably the highest guarantee for a $1,500 tournament.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if they have any $1,000 tournaments this year. Otherwise, 1,500 is more or less the lowest buy-in.
Yeah, I think there's a handful of them, but I think the smaller ones are bounty tournaments or super turbos and things like that.
Yeah.
So they have some new events to schedule this year too that I haven't had a chance to really check out. But it seems like they're definitely gearing it down a little bit for some of the more recreational players. Like they have the $365 Giant, which is like every Friday.
Yeah, I know.
They do it. It's pretty wild.
I also know
that'll be interesting.
I think you tried it as well. It's the they have these daily deep stacks in one of the rooms. So there's plenty of tournaments for people who don't want to pay more than $220 or something like that.
There's no stop to the action. Yeah, it's wild. If I play anything else this year, it'll probably be those just because of the convenience. I'm meeting up with the 2 players at the Rio. We're gonna stay at the Rio. Just convenience factor alone is nice. So I'll be in there for a week straight, and they run 2, 3, 4 daily tournaments that are all under $300 basically. And if you've never been to see it, you just have to go out just to see it for the experience, because it's just straight chaos in the Rio. For that whole room is just packed full of people, just for those daily tournaments, and then. Never mind the cash games, and a lot of people don't know about the sit and goes that run nonstop during. So they do the sit and goes that run basically like step tournaments to get into the bigger events, but they go as low as like $125, I think. So so lots of good values.
Of course, no, I played the daily. I think I played the daily deep stack once, and I doubled up in the second hand, and to look at the average player there, it was quite amusing. If you have some experience, you're in good shape. Yeah,
it definitely is. It's definitely the more recreational players.
Yeah,
when most of us aren't buying into any of the 10K events.
That's tougher.
You're playing the dailies.
Yeah, that's
although
good.
I just saw that on Twitter that Alan Cunningham won the very first daily tournament, the very kickoff tournament for $235 or whatever it is. And it's like, Alan Cunningham's playing the dailies now. We might have to rethink our strategy.
It's not fair.
Not fair at all.
No. All right. No, that's great. Okay, looking forward to get some updates from Vegas from you guys.
Awesome. It'll be a lot of fun.
Also, in 2 months' time, the last week of July every year, Intertops is very heavily involved with the Poker EM in Velden. And you've been there once, right?
Yeah, we went, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
I didn't get to make it out there last year. Given the schedule for the WSOP this year, we might not make it out there this year either. But, man, that's a good stop. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I can see why you would. If I were you, I would be going to that one over going to Vegas any day.
I don't know. It's funny. You know Steve O'Dwyer? I talked to him about it. He said those words, actually. He said it's the best tournament of the year with the surroundings, with the casino, with the staff, and the beauty of the lake and everything. So I'm going there this year, following some of the qualifiers who goes to Velden instead.
Yeah, I'm jealous for that one. That's a good stop. It really is. I mean, honestly, Vegas isn't my bag. It's not. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. But maybe 10 years ago, I'd go all out in Vegas and enjoy it. That scene a lot more. But nowadays, give me the water and the beautiful weather and honestly, that casino. It was just such a it's a smaller stop for casino wise, but they take care of you. Everything's clean. Everything's just such a overall better experience. And
it's kind of a long trip. It's kind of a long trip for you. I mean, coming
that's the only thing.
From Texas, but we had some Americans there as well, and
that trip 2 years ago, that was a really good turnout for that event.
We had 3 guys from LA last year. There was one guy who qualified. I don't remember his name, and he brought 2 friends.
Oh, there you go.
And they really enjoyed Europe. They came to Europe for the first time, and Velden is a gem among European places, I would say.
Yeah, that's I don't know enough about the area, but everything they were telling me, all the Intertops crew and you guys, that was that spot in general for the European tourist trap kind of situation where that brings everybody out, and I didn't really know what to expect when they brought out the red carpet out in front of the casino and had like a circus in front of the casino coming in. I was like,
is this for us?
Hello, here. This is
I know.
But it was quite the show. I mean, they put on quite the event there. It was.
Yeah. So would you say, is there 0 chance you're coming this year?
Not 0. We haven't talked about it yet, but actually I've been taking time off because we bought a new house here, and believe it or not, when you try and get a loan for a new house, they don't really take professional gambling too well. So we've been back to work for a bit to get a new house going, but we're just getting settled in right now. So I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks we can just be completely settled in, and I might have to squeeze that into the schedule. But
if you have a really deep run in the Milli Maker or do some other big scores in Vegas, maybe you can just ship in,
There you go. I don't know if that's my best strategy is depending completely on Vegas to hit it big, but I'll take it.
Yeah. If you win big and get the opportunity, we would sure like to see you there.
We'll jump right on a plane. That'd be the easiest move.
yeah, of course. Okay, Tim, but listen, get in touch with me, and maybe you can hook us up with what we used to do last couple of years, where you hooked me up with the guys that qualified, so I can talk to them. Like I talked to Barney last year, I think. It's really fun to see some guys who haven't been out there much. The Finnish guy maybe as well. Yeah,
that could be another interesting one. I guess that's a hike for him to get out here, I bet. So
yeah.
He seems like he's a more of a higher stake reg, so
okay.
Let's see. We'll definitely get you in contact with both of them and see if we can't set that up. And then once we get there, for sure, if I can sit down with them and maybe we could do like a group Skype there and get them all involved.
That would be nice. And we'll talk soon again within a week or something and get some updates from you guys crushing the games in the Milli Maker. That would be great.
Just crushing the Milli Maker. Just all deep runs. Just taking it all home.
All right. Okay, Tim, take care for now, and we'll talk soon again, okay?
All right, bye.